Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian, welcoming you to a new episode of Out of the Park Baseball 19. This will begin our first episode in which we'll play an entire season from opening day to opening day. So I really hope that having slightly longer videos makes up for having them less frequently. Please do share some thoughts in the comments as we proceed. We've got a good amount of money spare, but the owner actually technically wanted us to cut payroll, and we drastically increased it. So that might be an issue. $12 million player payroll, a substantial portion going to Don Mattingly, and then we picked up a new closer, Tom Epple. So what we're going to need to focus on mostly this season is how we're going to deal with Darryl Strawberry. Or not Darryl Strawberry, sorry, Dave Stewart. Same initials, very different person. And I don't have an easy answer to this. One of the things I need to do better, and hopefully with more time in each episode I'll get better at doing this, I can't let myself get attracted to certain players because I like their past, what they've done for me late. I need to be a lot more discerning when it comes to statistical records. And Dave Stewart has been an excellent pitcher as recently as 1986, but it looks like he's not quite the same after missing 1987. He's now considered fragile. And while his ratings still look good, his strikeout rate is dropping and his walk rate is increasing. Now, he was almost as good if we basically gave him 10 more starts. He basically would be repeating 1984 last year. In terms of having probably about 5 WAR. That's a really good pitcher and one I would still like to have on the team. But he's already 32. He's already had one major surgery. We need to think very carefully before giving him a great big fat contract, even if it means we lose in the short term. Since it has been a while, last season we finished exactly 500 and came away with a pretty nice prospect in one Mo Vaughn. Now, Vaughn's actually lost a decent bit of potential already. But we're still talking a very high contact, high power player with very good discipline. Won't hit many doubles, but that's not what he's being paid for. And right now, our first baseman is Vaughn Hayes. And so this leads us to a possible... Hayes is another one. I think at this point we can consider this a trend. His power seems to be gone. Well, not his power, because his power is actually really solid last year. But he's not the all-world player he used to be. He's already 30. And he can opt out, I think not this year, but the following. At the end of 1990, he can consider opting out. And so that's what Vaughn is for. Worst case scenario, he'll take over DH duties. I think we've already set the lineups. We've already set the pitching staff. So our goal is to basically see what we can do with this roster. What does the league think we're going to do this year? They think we'll finish third with a 90-72 record. So again, would be one of the best teams in baseball. And it wouldn't matter. That sounds like what's been happening. Maybe our next team should be one in the AL West. Or we just hold out until, 94? When they created the different divisions. But then we'll still be trapped with the Yankees and the Red Sox. And that's really our biggest problem right now. Big problem for the Jays in real life, too, is that you've got 2 of the highest payrolls in the sport in your same division. So we'll see what happens. Let's advance ball. It's not as sexy as play ball. I realize that, but a personal message. We got Alan Anderson. I'm really pleased with this move. Very cheaply, we've locked him down. And he's a good back of the rotation type starter. He's not going to win a lot of games for us, but that's not what he's here for. At the end of April, we'll see if there's any other free agents that are coming. All right, whole bunch of people are going to AAA. And we'll clear off waivers. Ooh, Mike Jackson. What the hell's your problem? He's going to be a bust. Now, this might just be the game thought his spring wasn't super great. I hope that's what happened. Because otherwise, Mike Jackson's stuff just vanishing. It's not good. And his controls vanish too. This is not what makes a great pitcher. Well, he's not a Native American. He's just a Native American small N. Looks like we're in the second half of the division, but it's still very early on. No one's running away with the division this year. We're still very much in it. Very much in it. All right, 1 month finished. Not much we can really sort out. God damn it, Twins. Leave us alone. No, it's not even the real ones. Maybe I should just go news from my team only. Because by going by organization, we're constantly getting news that's actually not that important to us. I think that's what we're going to change to do. We're going to go strictly with our team only so that we get the important news right away. If our minor leagues are doing well, that's lovely, but it's not critical to me. I could always shortlist players if I wanted to make sure I got news. Yeah, we're bouncing around all over the place. That's not great. Our big fancy closer just blew out his arm. And the one thing I don't have is relievers. And I guess Bill Swaggerty can come back up. He just can't be a closer. Right. You're going to be a closer now. 8th plus. Everyone else will stay the same. I think that's reasonable. Let's play through the end of May, and then we'll take a quick stab at evaluating the team. Holy shit, 15-2. We're just over 500, but we're only 4 games out. Player development. Anything important happen? Not really. Chili Davis keeps getting better. That's scary. That's almost positively terrifying. Dick Schofield got a little better offensively. Cal Ripken got a little bit worse. Pat Lennon's not really improving. Dom Mattingly's not getting better. Darryl Strawberry is. Ooh, Orlando Merced might be a nice little pickup for us. He's spiked in his potential. That would be good. Christopher Lee is definitely a future closer if he can sort out his control issues. No other real news. I'm waiting for him to have a reasonable walk rate. If he can manage that, I'll promote him. What did I give Boston to get to Lee? I'll try to give him Gomez, didn't I? That was a pretty good deal. Right. All right, team home screen. Great pitching staff, not so great offense. Oh. Now, 1989 wasn't a great year for offenses. Thank you for the commenter who reminded me. There's some things are cyclical, and 89 wasn't a super great year for offense. But we have 0 players hitting 300. And we have one player who has power, which is Strawberry. As a team, we're failing offensively. Luis, how are you getting along? You're getting along with a no... You're basically doing okay. Maybe we need to shake things up a bit. Because the entire team is bad at hitting, which suggests that maybe his approach isn't working anymore. Yeah, we're going to fire him, and we're going to try to find a new hitting coach. We need something. We've got a lot of good pitching coaches in system, but no great hitting coaches, so we're going to have to hire one. So I don't care about trainer ratings. I want coach tendencies. I don't want someone who wants to be a hitting coach. There's probably only one with an amazing reputation. It's probably the guy I just fired. No, there's also Steve Beard. Interesting. Now, Steve is a power hitter. And he's going to help Davis, Mattingly, and Strawberry. His teams have scored a lot of runs in the past. Let's hire him. I don't know that this is going to fix any of our problems. It might not. But it's something that certainly won't hurt. Oh, Dave Stewart was top pitcher in May. Yeah, he's Dave Stewarting the shit out of this season. Personal message, new hitting coach. What is our... Actually, is there anyone we need to keep through? Nope. I'm going to go ahead and have everyone get extensions that wants it. I like that our GM has been hiring a lot of the good pitching coaches. Ooh, this might be a year to sell. This might definitely be a year to sell. Okay. Oh, good work, Pasquale. Alright. We're 38 and 41. Are we trending in the right direction? Are our lineups actually worse? Yeah, we're getting a whole lot of people failing all at the same time. The only above average regular right now is Don Mattingly. Everyone else is trash. I didn't count on everyone collapsing at the same time, although they are all about the same age. Alright. So, of our players, who do we think would probably fetch the best return without hurting us too much in the short term? What are our own goals? We do need to restock our farm system. They want us to play close to 500. We're doing that. And he wants me to cut payroll. Let's look at salaries. Chili Davis is super cheap. And he's still a really good catcher. So he's still worth keeping. He must be pulling some kind of voodoo that his WAR is almost as good despite his bat just vanishing this year. So Chili Davis I want to keep. Strawberry is the only power we've got right now until Mo Vaughn is ready. Is Mo Vaughn ready? And can we trade Vaughn Hayes? That's a damn fine season right there. The other possibility is, who do we currently have DHing? McCoy. McCoy's looking like a bust. He should be better than this, but for whatever reason, he's not. But McCoy's still super cheap. McKercher's not a great hitter yet. He might become one, but he definitely needs, I think, some additional seasoning. He's handling himself quite nicely at AAA. I don't want to rush Mo Vaughn. But Von Hayes is just so bad this year. What's his BABIP like? If we're going to trade Von Hayes, I need to make sure that I don't think he's got... Okay. We should expect a better season out of him. Because his BABIP is super low. He's taking a ton of pitches in each at-bat, which is good. But his extra base hits are way down. Shit. He's extremely popular. This is going to tank fan interest if we trade Von Hayes. But restocking the farm system has to be a priority. Now, the other possibility is we trade Dave Stewart. Because Stewart can opt out of his contract after this season. So there are two questions I need to ask myself. Question one. Is Dave Stewart still going to be worth something next year? And question two, how much am I willing to pay to find out? He's a ground ball pitcher, which means with a good defense backing him up, even if he starts losing velocity, which is typically the first thing to go in older pitchers, he should still be very effective. And he's not far removed from greatness. This season is legitimately awe-inspiring. But you also want to sell high. I would say let's trade Von Hayes. And here's my reasoning. We can muddle around with Dave Hansen for a year if we don't think Vaughn is ready. And actually, I think I'd rather try Vaughn because Dave Hansen can't handle it. And admittedly, very minimal playing time, so maybe that's not fair. Maybe we should give him a chance. But he's already 30. Despite the fact he's an amazing first baseman, it's been a while since he's been an elite level hitter. He was really good in '87. Don't get me wrong, but he was also injured. And he's also kind of cranky, too. What's the team chemistry situation? Is that what's holding us back? Do I need to find... I mean, Bob Welch is unmotivated. Dave Stuber, Bill Swaggerty. We need like a team captain type. Yeah, there's a lot of angry people right now. Cal Ripken's the other obvious trade. The difference with Cal is that we're paying him very little money. That's what makes it different. Where is Silent Cal? So that's Calvin Coolidge, not Cal Ripken. We're not paying him much at all, and he's been pretty disappointing. I mean, in the 3 years we've had him, he's struggled to be even replacement level. Now, are we going to get much for trading him? That's the question, and I don't like the answer, which is probably not much. He's almost too obvious a trade. Maybe we'll start with Cal Ripken. And let's see what we can get in return. No, we got to go big or go home. And I think we've got a much better trade chit in Von Hayes. So this is going to be the best one-for-one deal we can make. And then we can consider adding to the deal as we feel appropriate. Okay, Bo Jackson would be an interesting add, although we don't really need outfield help. Steve Sachs would significantly improve us at second. But we're looking for a future player, not so much a player for the short term. Not Jack Morris. Sam Horn, no. We're getting some decent offers. Could trade for Kelly Gruber and then flip Cal Ripken, but I don't know what we'll get for him. Jose Canseco has all the power we could ever want, but that's all he's got. But he's at least had the advantage of being quite young. Pittsburgh might be a good trading partner. Mike Devereaux is kind of average, but a really good defensive player. We could find a spot for him. I don't want Fred Lynn. All right, so let's start with Canseco. Who else would you throw in? Maybe Bob Zambrano? Zambrano would be a nice little first base stopgap. Would you give me Zambrano? No, you consider that not a serious offer. Carlos Quintana, no. You wouldn't give me Dean Palmer, I don't think. Dad, that's now an insult. What if I took Canseco and Devereaux? You think it's close, but you'd want more. How much more? Not much. I mean, if you want Cornelio Garcia, who Devereaux's already significantly better than, yeah. I'm going to try to get a prospect or two out of you. But this is, I think, a good deal. It makes us younger. It improves us at a couple of positions. I mean, the only downside is I bet Canseco's probably an asshole when it comes to his team chemistry rating. But we'll see what happens. We really do need pitching. What about like a Mike Anderson? Got good stuff. He might be a good one. What about Mike Anderson? Wow. They're not even remotely willing to consider that. Jose Nunez, I could see him being a useful pitcher at some stage. Okay. Nah, we're not going to get Quintana. I'm going to try, but he's going to laugh in my face. The thing is, the fans are going to be pissed at me for trading... What's his face? He's kind of interesting. And this is just basically just pad out the numbers a bit. Probably like a Richie Graham. No, that's not very good. Reggie Williams has speed, but little else to recommend him. I'd throw him in just because he might be a pinch runner someday. I'm going to go ahead and submit the offer, and we'll see if he takes it. In the Canada Times, I don't think that's a real newspaper, mate. I don't think that actually exists. We're just going to sim ahead a week. And let's see. Wow, so you're basically giving me garbage. I can't lose Fuji. No, go away. Come on, Pittsburgh. Respond to my Matt. No. Oh, Eddie Bain's going to retire. He doesn't want much more. Yeah, I'll give you some crappy relief pitcher. Wow, what do we like about Tim Dell? Here we go, Hill. He has very little to recommend him. You know what? Assistant GM, shut up. I'm gonna close my eyes and click complete trade. And the fans are super pissed at me. But it's fine. Let's see exactly how angry they are. They're still above average. Alright, waivers and DA. Nunez, I will put on the 40-man, but I'm going to send him to AAA. I'm going to go ahead and promote Canseco and Devereaux right now. But actually, there's too many lines. No, we have exactly enough players in the lineup. Okay. So who's going to play at first base now? I think Devereaux's going to play center. And we're also going to make... Because I think he's got good speed, doesn't he? Yeah. Alright. So the easy answer is Devereaux plays center and leads off. That's easy. He can handle all the outfield positions quite well, and I think he'll be a very good dead center fielder for us. We're going to deal with arbitration this offseason, but I'm fine with that. Now what do we do with Canseco? We need a first baseman, so I guess we move Mattingly back to first. And then have Canseco play in the outfield. I think that's the right call, yeah. So Mattingly will shift over back to first. For now. And then we'll have Canseco batting 8th. Actually, let's have Canseco bat above Lennon and McCoy. Now, the other player that I did talk about moving was Ripken. I mean, Ripken has been an utter bust by every definition of the term since coming here. I think he's won a Gold Glove and that's it. Nope, not even that. What can we get if we trade him? Okay, we're getting some interesting choices here. I like that. Okay, Mark Grant is a good pitcher, but a bit too expensive. We could get Kenny Rogers. Now that would be an interesting addition to our pitching staff. He's going to hit arbitration, though. He's going to cost a lot of money. But a 24-year-old starter would be a very good get for Cal Ripken. Always Eddie Murray. Alex Cole's pretty good, but we don't need a left fielder. Pick up Cecil Fielder. We don't want to block first base. That's the reason I'm not even looking at a lot of these first basemen. Mike Anderson's not good enough. Jim Blueberg really isn't either. There's Walt Weiss, but he doesn't play third. Here's the thing. It is really hard to say there's a 24-year-old starter who's really, really good and not take it. Even though I already know our rotation is incredibly strong. This is an ace-level pitcher on many teams. What's he been like? He's had 3 full years in the majors. Very impressive last year. Impressive again this year. He's got good movement. A nice variety of pitches, some of which aren't so great. So if we grab Kenny Rogers, can I get more? About Ramon Martinez, I know they're probably going to say no. Yeah. I do like David Segui, but he's only a first baseman. Do you have a third baseman I could take on? Bob Horner. I like the idea of taking Bob Horner. It's going to be adding payroll, which is going to piss off the boss. Oh, he doesn't want to leave Kansas City. Well, screw you then, mate. I just want someone who can handle third base. Because otherwise, it's going to be like Jose Canseco playing third, and nobody wants that. Not Andres Galarraga. Well, shit. What do you got prospect-wise? Brett Barbary can play third. Would you give him to me? No, because you just drafted him. God damn it. It's Operation Shutdown, Derek Bell. Could I get Derek Bell? I cannot get Derek Bell. Is Ripken for Rogers good enough? Obviously, in real life, I would laugh in the face. Repos is an interesting enough player. I'll throw him in, and I doubt the AI will care. I'm trying to see if there's any other little secret players here that we could try to grab. Todd Pratt was actually a decent little catcher for the Mets back in the day. Monty Ferris? Not that thrilling. You won't let me take Rex De La Nunez because you drafted him last year. And Barbara you thought was too good. I guess I can put in an offer for Segui, but yeah, you're just going to say no. I'm going to find some live arms to grab and chuck into the deal. Damn it. Stupid jerks. I really need to check. Bobby Gomez. And maybe Ken Huarbe. I'm going to submit the offer and see what you give me. A trade proposal. No. That's just a bad deal, no matter how you spin it. You're at no way level, but I'll take virtually anyone else in your system. You can have Leon Glenn. Yeah, they hated Cal Ripken, but they really like Kenny Rogers, so hopefully that'll negate that somewhat. Alright. So immediate problem number 1, I need someone to play third base. How good is McKercher in the infield? He's not bad. Alright, that problem is now solved. You're going to be my third baseman this year. Now, isn't Bob Welch making a decent amount of cash? What are you looking for in an extension? Can I get you to take a 3-year deal with that money? No. Let's step it up, Bree. Let's step up this deal a bit, so I can get him locked down for his arbitration years before his contract goes crazy. No. Alright, fine. Plus 50. Plus 100. Would you take that? No. I'm going to offer you the arbitration estimate then. If you're not going to give me a long-term deal, I'm not going to cut you this giant check. 683 is reasonable. I'll take it. So who do we move? Make room for Kenny Rogers. Who's pitching poorly this year? Alan Anderson is. Let's send him to AAA. Let's have Kenny Rogers. No. Kenny Rogers can take his rotation spot for now. Oh, he doesn't like being traded to us. Well, screw you, buddy. That's what I say to that. Now we have the third base issue, which is going to be solved. Move up Canseco. Move up... I guess we'll just leave those guys there. And then we're going to go ahead and have McKercher play third, because he can handle the position. Alright. So we've made our team younger, but we have also added a couple more arbitration guys, in particular Canseco. I will go ahead and offer him a 1-year deal now, just to prevent any kind of arbitration issues. Bain's going to retire. Rogers, I just offered an arbitration deal to. I think that was everyone. I don't think there's anyone else that we need to worry about re-signing right now. And so we've got a couple of... There's 2 big possibilities. Possibility 1, Stewart chooses to opt out, and we either offer him a bunch of money to stay, or we just let him walk. And now, so Mattingly's going to fill in for a bit. Canseco's going to play in left. We'll see how these two handle their time with the Blue Jays, and then accordingly adjust next year. We'll go up to the trading deadline. Kenny Rogers took a new deal. That's good. We now have 2 All-Stars in the... Okay, I was about to say, if you're going to tell me Toronto, he didn't make it. Apple made it despite being injured. Chili Davis made it, even though his year is terrible. Oof. Moving Mattingly to first kicked him out of the All-Star running. Damn. Okay. That's a bit of a downer. Oh, Greg Maddux threw a shutout. What a bloody surprise. Another shutout for Perez. Nice. I don't need Stan Meek. Like, not even a little bit. Lee's not very interesting. Blockley's not interesting. Mendenhall's not interesting. None of these players are interesting, but Stan Meek is garbage. You're going to have to give me something useful. You wouldn't give me Chuck Knobloch. I'm not going to waste my time. And he's injured. I'm not going to get Staten. Wouldn't want him even if I could get him. I'd do it for Buddy Groom. Buddy Groom at least has the potential to be a decent reliever, maybe. Blackwell's got some skills at shortstop. Nah, they don't have anything. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and just pretend the deal never happened. And there's Canseco. Plus, the new hitting coach should be able to help out Canseco quite considerably. Another trade proposal. Are you still trying to get me to take your stupid bullshit? Dan Arendis is a marginal outfielder. Paul Wasaki at least has some interest as a reliever. Can I get better than Arendis? Or like Nieves? Probably tell me no, but we'll see. What would I have to throw in to get Nieves? Players I'm not really prepared to give up right now. Evans, maybe. This is like a legitimate prospect who's got a lot. It's going to take a lot of time for him to make good on it, but we have plenty of time to give him. We're only giving up a reliever who sucks this year. And another reliever who's always sucked. I think this is a fine deal. Done. Wow. Fan reaction to loss of Richard Evans. There's literally nothing else in the email. There is a fan reaction. That's all I know. And I think we bring Anderson back up. Where's Christopher Lee? You know, he might be in a... Yeah, he's in AA. Lee's the smart short-term play. And I've already got 6 starters, so yeah. Let's bring up Lee. And he can be a middle reliever. Good. On we go. We are going to need a proper setup man, though. Dave Stuber. You're going to be the new setup guy in the 7th inning. Continue. Boston. I don't want Minker. I've got a first baseman. I actually got 2 because I've got Mattingly, who I can always move back out. I've got 1,500 career wins as a manager. Nice. Paul Hundhammer. Nope. Decent hitter. Not worth it. I'm not going to trade to get older because... Yeah. I could bring back Eddie Murray. But I don't want to give up Bob Welch for it. I mean, I do have Frugy. But Murray's probably quite expensive. It's actually not that expensive. I'm going to say no. Although I am tempted. I do have a surplus of starting pitching, and I could move it for the right deal. This is not that deal. I don't need a good defensive outfielder who can't hit. I've got plenty of those. No. Nieves, right now, you're on the untouchable list. He would give me Brian J. Giles in exchange for Jeff Frucci. No. Is there anyone else we want to move? I do think we could move one more starter. Bob Welch is too cheap to move. Morgan's an interesting choice to move. Because he's kind of overpaid right now. I'm going to offer up Morgan and see if we get any takers. Because let's look at his statistics. Ignore his ratings. He's never been great at keeping, preventing people from walking. He's never struck a lot of people out since his 1986 season. He's been durable and useful, but he's never been exceptional. And I think we're overpaying for basically at a time when I have no pitching prospects. No, I've got better pitchers. I think Morgan would be a good way to clear some payroll. And still get a decent prospect or two out of it, I suspect. Hit Bo Jackson. Tempting, but he only plays the outfield. And I'm loaded on outfielders, thank you. I could bring Leo Gomez back. He wouldn't be the worst choice as someone to play third base for a season or two. I don't need another reliever. I'm certainly not going to trade him for a reliever. Wally Backman. He's basically Dick Schofield, but more expensive. What I really want is a prospect if I'm going to flip him. I could bring home Oral Hershiser. But that's basically trading starter for starter, and I don't need another starter. I don't need a catcher. I need a good high ceiling prospect. Like in the 40s to 50s. I mean, to be fair, it's not like Thomas Yak is a bad pitcher. I just don't have a purpose for him. Bringing Leo Gomez back wouldn't be the worst decision. He's never hit, though. Like, ever. Which makes him a bit more of a reach. Michael's a good defensive player, but he's not special otherwise. I'm not going to take another player by tit arbitration who's only got a couple of tools. Alright, let's look at the lineup. Actually, how good is Malinak? Not very. I'm going to switch you to a third baseman just to see how much worse you get. You're about the same. Alright, so we're set at shortstop. Lennon will hit, we just have to give him time. We've got tons of players in the outfield. More than we know what to do with. We've still got Chili Davis. We've got Mo Vaughn coming up in a year, maybe two. We got tons of pitching talent, but we don't have much in the way of young relievers or young starters. All right, let's look at starting pitchers. Mike Jones. Good control, good stuff. Really good stamina. Jones doesn't have a lot of movement. That's a potential issue. I'd like a higher ceiling version of Jones, but Jones is a player I'd be comfortable with trading Morgan for. Especially if I can get another couple of prospects out of it. So let's think about Mike Jones as a centerpiece. I don't care what you say. Can I get another prospect? 2 prospects would be lovely, but can I get at least 1 more? Jesse Liebes can't hit. Gonzalez can't hit. Can I get Matt Crouch? Yes. That's 2 new pitching prospects. Stephen Finken? I'm just asking for stuff right now, and I'm going to stop asking when they say, okay, that's too much for them. Mediocre, but I can't have him. That's a shame. Tim Scott. He can't quite agree to it. I think this is a fine deal. It gets us 2 pitching prospects who might be more than they appear. It sheds payroll, and Morgan's not that impressive to begin with. I think that's a very good deal, and then we'll call up Anderson. Now, you've thrown 55 innings of 2.13 ERA ball. I think you've earned a shot to be in the rotation. And we'll go ahead and let Anderson be long relief emergency starter. Okay. Yeah, I am very happy with these trades we've made this season. Oh boy, we lost Dick Schofield. Well, he was overdue to be injured for a substantial period of time. Ed Alisea, sure. Someone's got to play second. It could be Dana Robinson, but No, actually it will be Robinson. I go ahead and set you to a second baseman, and then we'll just go ahead and have you play the position for the rest of the season. Or whatever. Lineups. Robinson. We've got Merced too. Let's proceed. We really do need an upgraded second. I think I've let my Dick Schofield addiction run a little bit too far. But you know, it is what it is. Interesting development projects in the lower minors. A little bit. Madeline's getting better at contact. That's just scary. Not really. He got better, though. Another great year for Pascual Perez. Nice. The scary thing is we're actually still kind of in the market for a playoff spot. Oh, I'm sorry. The moment those words came out of my mouth, I'm like, something horrible is going to happen now. And now we've lost Pascual Perez for the better part of a season, if not 2. I guess we bring up Mike Jones, and Mike Jones takes the long relief spot while Anderson gets a rotation spot back. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to swap him and Rogers. I want Kenny Rogers in as the number 2 starter. And then you'll be long relief emergency starter. Is there someone on the free agent market or on the waiver wire that's a decent reliever I could just snag? Nope. Not really a reliever. Yeah, there's one decent reliever, and he's just kind of a meh pitcher. We have slash payroll, so that's good. That'll make the owner happy. He wanted it below $9 million. That's not going to happen anytime soon, but, you know. What does Montreal want? I'd give you Henderson. I won't give you Hansen. Not yet, anyway. If we could put together a decent-sized winning streak, like right about now, that would be pretty amazing. I mean, Stan Meek is a bit shit, but he is having a good year. Yeah, but Alisea might have some sort of future with the team eventually. I'm not going to mess with it. I could bring Dick Schofield back. I mean, he's still better than Robinson. Unless Robinson's, like, crushing it. No, he is not crushing it. He is being crushed. That's what's happening. And I'd rather have someone who's got an amazing glove and can't hit than someone who just can't hit and has an okay glove. If we can get like an 8-game lead right now, we might be able to make it into the playoffs, and a season I frankly thought was going to be lost. Nice work, Kenny Rogers. Alright, is there anyone we want to call up? Mo, baby. You're making it awfully hard to keep you in the minors. Maybe have Canseco ride the pine. And then just have... No, who's DHing McCoy? McCoy's still kind of garbage. Alright. McCoy, you're going to the minors. Actually, I can keep him in the majors. I'm just going to have Mo Vaughn come up. And Vaughn, you're the new DH. Guys, I almost kept a prospect in the minors for a full season. I think I deserve significant praise for that. That's what I believe. Let's see. Mo Vaughn's a 48 defense. Mattingly is a 48 defense. But Mo Vaughn is a much more terrible player. Anyone else that's worth calling up? Scott Whaley could maybe get some middle infield or middle relief innings in. That's about all I really see here. As far as pitchers I like to give a shot to. McKenzie. Alright, let's just put you to a middle relief. I basically want this to be... Christopher Lee has pitched very well in his 14 innings. Enough that I think he can be used more often. Everyone else can, you know, figure it out. But, yeah. Come on, guys. Just keep winning. Looking at the date. I'm keeping a very close eye on the roster. Michael Jackson is an injury I can suffer. No, not Christopher Lee. He's only out for 3 days. That's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to go and put you on the 60-day. I'm not even going to bring up a replacement because I don't really have anyone that I trust. If Brown could throw strikes, maybe. But I'm not convinced he can. He got a 5.5 game lead. 7.5. Montreal really wants really wants to give me Stan Meek. Oh, both got players of the week. Nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. Oh, good. Oh, wow. If there's ever a time that we needed reinforcements in the bullpen, Tom Epple is that reinforcement. John Mitchell's done a really great job, so I'm going to go ahead and put you in as being the stopper in the 7th and close inning game. This could all still fall apart, so I need you guys. Alright, Canseco being hurt stinks a little bit, but he actually hasn't really produced that much. I don't really have a bat. I bring up Randy Lind. In the short term, though, I think maybe McCoy would be a good left fielder. Actually, can't play left field at all. Merced, maybe? Let's give Merced some regular playing time. I think he might be able to handle it. I'm going to move up Vaughn, though. There we go. Yes! We clinched a playoff spot. If all the seasons we've ever played, this is not the season I would have expected that we clinched the playoffs. Ooh, 2,000 hits for Don Mattingly. Nice work. Yeah, this is only the 2nd time we've made the playoffs. Oh no, he's losing stamina. I don't care. He's not a starter anymore. How's my man Mo Vaughn? Oh god, Mo Vaughn is like, major league pitching. That's crazy. Any youngsters improve? Kilner's losing velocity, and he's only 24. That's a very bad sign. Didn't I just trade for you? No, you were a draft pick a while ago, so if you flame out, it's not my concern. Alright, guys, let's sim up to the playoff beginning, and then we're going to set our playoff roster. We were the best team in the AL this year. Damn. Alright, playoff roster. Let's do it. Okay. Who's on the active roster that we need to put on the playoff roster? Mo Vaughn. That was easy. That was an easy choice. Alright, let's put him back in as DH and number 5 hitter. Alright, so in order to keep this episode from running super long, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate games unless I think there's an advantage to be gained by playing them out. We will play some of the games, no doubt. But I want to do it for all of the games. And then generate depth charts, please and thank you. I mean, I guess we want McCoy to play a little more frequently. I'm not married to McCurcher playing third. Alright. So, we're going to cut the pitching staff. to 4 men. I'm going to put you in as a long reliever, emergency starter. And obviously, I don't need to tell you who's starting game 1. I should hope that's fairly obvious. Alright. Why is Kenny Rogers not starting game 2? We will look at that here in a minute. Let's take a look at the series. Our lineup was pretty shit this year, but our rotation was amazing. They actually have a much better lineup than we do. Let's simulate. Not a great start. What happened? What mistakes did we make? We brought in Tom Epple, which we can't be blamed for. We had our best guy and his best chance to succeed. He just fucked up. Only scoring 1 run is the problem. We'll see if this continues to happen. Get some nice revenge. Why aren't we pitching Kenny Rogers? He's rested, right? Yeah, he's totally fine. Kenny Rogers, get to it, mate. Kenny Rogers versus Doug Drabeck. Let's see how this works out for us. Oh, wow. Rogers just got... Did he just get destroyed? He didn't really. That was a decent start that our bullpen screwed up. This is not looking great for us. I'd rather have Frugi pitch today and maybe get a good offensive performance and have Stewart pitching in the elimination game if needed. Yeah, he's going to be needed. We are not scoring runs at all. Mo Vaughn has been just totally absent. Yeah, we're just getting lit up. I mean, relatively speaking, 4 runs or 3 runs isn't that big a deal. But we're just not hitting. I mean, Dick Schofield, for Christ's sake, is our best hitter. Come on, Dave. Okay, Dave kept us in it. 3-hit ball. That's what we needed. I'm going to sim. No, we're going for Kenny Rogers and the elimination game. Rogers has had an amazing season. Welch hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been great either. It's got to be Kenny Rogers. I'd rather have Rogers on short rest. I don't have a choice. It's got to be Rogers. I think we probably got beat. Did we get beat? We won! Okay. Looks like it was tight, though. Tom Epple. Damn. Alright, guys. We win this, we're in the World Series. If there's ever a time to play, this is that time. How rested is Dave Stewart? I can't pitch him. If I pick Welch or Frugi, who had the better year? Welch was kind of mediocre, but threw a lot of innings. Frugi was the better pitcher. I trust him more. Alright, so Toronto lineup and starting pitcher. I would like pitchers, please. Yeah. Mattingly has been ice cold. Thank goodness for Mike Devereaux. Let's look at the options in the team preview. Which lineup comparison version are we using? Come on, where's it at? I don't care enough about defensive strategy. I don't think it makes a big... Here it is. So by lineup, yeah, it's hard to argue that Paul Molitor's not a better leadoff hitter. Oh, they got Dre back going. Shit. Fruge, you had a very good regular season. Everything's going to come down to you, mate. You've got a better number 2 hitter and a better number 8 hitter, but the rest of the lineup is very much in their favor. We need a big game out of Mattingly or Vaughn, or both, I think, in order to make this happen. Alright, guys. It's Game 7. We're at home. Oh, that's cool. That tells you how they got him. He was a free agent. Get him, Fruge. Oh, dear. Okay, we got an out. On one pitch, which was an awful, awful pitch. But nonetheless, it is an out. Ooh, nice throw by Lennon. That was close. Here comes Calderon. He's had a very good series, but we just have to pitch him straight right now. I can't be afraid to pitch to him. Oh god, it's already out. Mother, stupid Calderon. That was a good pitch too. Oh, but now McGriff's getting on. This is exactly what I didn't want. Oh Christ, Carlos Baerga? Wait, Baerga's a switch hitter. Why is he batting right-handed? Great, Lee Stevens is up. They've got the bases loaded. This may be over before it begins. Oh, bases aren't loaded, sorry. Okay. Alright, he is on a very, very short lease as Frugy. We need something to get things going. I don't think we're going to beat Doug Dre back, though. Not with horse shit like that, Devereaux. Only 2 pitches? We gotta at least wear him down. Oh, there goes Chili. Alright. Chili Davis ties the game up. Nice work, mate. That's probably just an out. Although... Nope, it's an out. Everyone's swinging wildly. I'm gonna have to make them be patient. Christ, Robin Yount's their 7th place hitter. And then Rob Tomberlin, the one pitcher, a player I've never heard of in this lineup. And Ron Kittle.
Strike 3, you're out.
Oh, dang. Nice inning. Fruge had a very nice second inning. Move on. What do you got for me? A nice little piece of positional hitting. Nice work, Mo. Timothy McKercher. Ooh, passed ball. Or wild pitch, sorry. I like that. Lanzamiento descontrolado. A wild pitch. That was nice. That's very clever. Go McKercher. Oh, dang. Yeah, Vaughn is super slow. There is no way on this or any other planet. Alright. I'm going to tell him to take pitches. Because what matters more than anything is that we wear him down and get him out of the game. Yeah, if he draws a walk, that would be lovely. Oh yeah, he's a bit gassed already, and we've got Lennon coming up. That's a strike right down Broadway. I'm gonna have you take another pitch. There we go. Alright, Lennon, I'm also taking control of your at bat, and you're gonna be taking lots of pitches. We're gonna make him throw you something fat and juicy. Or even walk in a run, if that's what it takes. That was a damn good curveball. Strike 2. Alright, now I'm gonna trust you to do your thing. Is that a grand slam? It is not, but it is a run, so I'll take it. That was close, Lennon. Damn. That was like a couple of inches from missing. Schofield, you're also going to be taking pitches. Actually, a hit and run might not be a bad move, but your contact sucks. Sweet! I'm just going to keep taking pitches until he consistently throws strikes. Because Schofield is not a great hitter. And him drawing a walk is like an amazing consequence of this at-bat. Alright. Get her done, Schofield. Excellent. Yes. Alright. Devereaux, I'm going to turn you loose. I need a base hit. Wait, is it just one out? A hit and run. Yes, do it. 9. Oh, really, mate? Right at the center fielder. That was potential. Come on, Chili. Nope. We played that inning perfectly. We just didn't get the right pitch at the right time. Alright, come on, Fruge. I need you to coast through at least a couple of innings because our bullpen's worked very, very hard. That is not coasting. That is giving up a base hit on, frankly, a garbage pitch, but, you know, it don't matter. You really don't... You didn't even move. Are you shitting me? How the hell? What happened? Oh my god. Strawberry, you've got a better arm than that. You've got to be firing that in there. And now I got Calderon. That's the problem. No lead is safe with this lineup. Ah, and Fruge is throwing meatballs. He's throwing it all in the easy part of the zone. Nobody's out. There's no benefit to playing for the double play. I gotta play to try to strike someone out. There's... Oh, shit. It doesn't matter. That's an easy run for Newsom. And now it's tied. We're gonna pitch around Baerga. I'd rather face Lee Stevens, who's been super cold this series. Ah, damn it, Chili. Oh, God. What is with all the wild pitches? And then you walked him anyway. No, quit hitting fly balls. Alright, guys, we're in a lot of trouble right now. I think Fruge might be done. He's throwing too many easy pitches. I've got to have a quick hook. Three righties, definitely got to be a middle reliever. I don't want to see your ratings, I want to see stats. Maybe Mike Jones. Because Jones has had a really good year. And if I needed someone to come in now and pitch me 2 or 3 innings, it'd either be Jones or Welch. And I don't think I'm going to waste Welch. I think it's going to be Jones. Yeah, I think that's the right move. Because we need someone to give me a couple of innings so we can get to the bullpen, which I think is where we've got a bit of a strength. Now, Drabek is vulnerable. We've got to play this smart. Damn. Oh, that last pitch was not a strike. Stupid umpire. Come on, man. Come on, Strawberry. Someone's got to put a charge into a baseball and wake this crowd back up. Yes. But I think it's going to get... Nope. Oh, it's a home run. Yes! Okay. Mo, can you back that up? Not really. That kind of died at the end there. What's the wind? I'm not seeing the wind here. I don't think it says. That's just an out. Alright, are you ready to go, Jonesy? You are. Get in there. And I'm just going to tell you to pitch. I'm going to trust your stuff and see what you can come up with. Oh, that last pitch was nasty. I like it. There you go. He's starting to put some heat on this. Get him, Chili. Yeah. That's the inning we needed. Now I've got to capitalize. That is not capitalizing. That is a pitch you should not have swung at. Did Pat... Holy crap on a stick. Pat Lennon hits a home run. And that was not an easy pitch either. Nice hitting, Lennon. And Dick Schofield manages to, you know, Dick Schofield it. But he fought off a lot of pitches. That's good. And Devereaux's out. But it doesn't matter because we got another run. Alright, Mike. You got one guy I think you can handle, and then you've got the heart of their order. And so, of course, you put him on. God damn it. That pitch was right down the middle. What did you think would happen?
Strike 3.
Oh, damn. Nice work. That's less nice work. Did he just hit a 3-run homer? Or do you just... Oh, wow. He just didn't have to move. I didn't know what that meant. Contain Lee Stevens. I never thought I'd be saying those words as a pitching strategy. Right. The fact he punched out Ivan Calderon speaks very highly of him, and I'm going to give him at least one more inning. Come on, Chili. Let's not do that. That was bad. Don Mattingly takes a trip to first. Come on, Daryl. Put another one in the cheap seats. That's a strikeout. Really? I mean, Vargas is doing a great job of mixing up pitches, but still. Damn it, Mo. Damn it, Mo. Alright, come on, Jones. Get us through this inning.
Strike 3, you're out.
Where was that pitch? Oh, that was gorgeous. A little bit too far onto the plate for my tastes. But, you know... Nice work, McKercher. I'm gonna go ahead and warm someone up. But I kind of trust Jones. Who's coming up in their lineup? Oh, come on, you're not telling me. Go to substitutions, because let me see who's coming up. Righty, lefty, righty. Lee, I think, would be the next guy I'd bring in. And then we bring in... Oh, Apple's pretty gassed. Where's Mitchell? Oh, Mitchell can pitch today. I'm gonna try to get an inning out of... I'll definitely get an inning out of him, I think. That's a decent piece of the pitch. I just don't think it's gonna go anywhere. That was McKercher. Merced. That's a nice piece of hitting to the opposite field, but again, you're hitting it directly at people. Is Lennon? Nope. That's another one that's just going to die and just land in his glove. Alright, Jones. You're on a short leash. Just because you struck out Calderon. That's the only reason I'm keeping you in. Maybe you've got his number. I don't know. Okay. Strike him out again. Please. That's a walk. That is the opposite. I gotta pull you out. Come on, Lee. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, it's an out. An out is good. I will take an out. Handle Bierger, Lee, please. God damn it. That's the second time you've stolen on us. And then you walked him. Lee, I need the strikeout part of you, not the walking part of you. Oh, God. Please handle him. I hate you so much right now, Lee. Knock this shit off. You're getting people out, not walking them. Don't do that ever again, Lee. I need you at least for one more inning. Come on, Schofield. Hey, I'll take that one. I'll take that. I put you on first. Now, let's see how you jerks like it when people steal on your ass. Oh, snap! Nice work! That was some base running right there, Schofield. Really? Devereaux, you just literally need to hit the ball out of the infield, and we've got another run. Come on, Mattingly. Oh, I need to get a new pitcher warmed up. Stuber. We're gonna get him warmed up. Come on, Mattingly. Show us what you can do. That's gonna drive in a run. That's all I care about. Get your ass going, Chief. That was an easy call. Schofield buying us sometimes with his legs. And Darryl Strawberry grounding out. But you know... This has worked so well for us this season. Put him in. This is the pivotal inning. Stuber needs to pitch really badly, apparently. Because the first thing he gave up was a freaking double to a guy who hasn't hit all damn day. I did not bring you in to let them back in the game because I thought the game was getting boring. Now we're back at the top of the order. Shit. Okay, Stuber. That was not a pit, and that was not a strike, but that's fine. Get Newsom. Alright. We got the closer coming up in the 9th. Where are you, John? There you are. Warm up. I would like my lineup to maybe drive in another run or two, but I'm not going to complain if they don't. But I would feel a lot more comfortable if we scored at least one run in this inning, maybe two. Do I have a pinch hitter I could bring in for McKercher? I need substitutions. Plus someone who could also play third base better. Robinson's a good third baseman, but a terrible hitter. I'm going to bring in McCoy, and then we'll have Robinson play third. Because McCoy's got the chance to take someone deep, and that's the kind of threat I want off the bench right now. Or you could hit a harmless little ground ball. You know what? I'll take it. Alright, and I'm actually going to go ahead and pinch run for him and get Robinson in the game, because I want his speed. It might prove to be critical. Plus, he's a better third baseman, for sure. I'm just going to go ahead and change you to third base so I don't forget later on. Nope, you hit that weak-ass crap off the handle of the bat. Oh, if that lands... Ah! Alright, guys. Let's come down to this. John Mitchell, get in there. Heart of the order. Closer. This is what baseball is all about, my friends. Struck out Calderon. Let me see that. Oh, that was nasty. That was actually a really dangerous pitch, but I don't think he expected a sinker to sink into the zone. McGriff. Out. Mitchell, take us to the World Series. Take care of Carlos. Yes! Oh, wow. We made the World Series. We've made the World Series in this season. Okay. Until the next round, please. Alright. Oh. Chili Davis was Series MVP? Really? Okay. Alright, so we're facing Atlanta. The first thing I want to check is anybody ready to come back, like Canseco? No. Okay. It's fine. I didn't like him anyway. Is there any reason not to pitch Dave Stewart in Game 1? I don't think there is. We're going to go to Dave Stewart. Mike Jones was so clutch. I'm going to put him in the 4th rotation spot. I think he's earned it. Okay. As before, I won't play any of the games unless we're very close to a like a deciding game, a Game 7, if you will. All right, Stewart versus Saberhagen. This is another bad matchup for us. We've got a very, very scary lineup, the best in the National League. Although they only scored a few more runs than us, that's actually very evenly matched. Ooh, 4-1. Not great. Stewart didn't get it done. And Brett Saberhagen was good, but that game was very winnable. No, quit trying to pitch Bob Welch. What is your obsession with making sure he always gets to pitch? Kenny Rogers is number 2. You know what? Here, strict order. I will tell you if someone's not pitching in turn. Kenny comes back, but it looks like this was one settled by the bullpens. Screw you, Canseco. We didn't want you anyway. I will let Welch pitch because I'm not going to make... Mike Jackson is injured. Oh, dang. Welch just got lit up, I bet. Bad defense, actually. Schofield made an error. That's not like him. We got Morgan versus Jones. That's too good a matchup for me not to take it. And it didn't work out for us. Morgan beat Jones. Damn it. Morgan was just a little bit better that day. And we're in a deciding game. I know I said I would play a deciding game, but this episode's already running a bit long. We still have the offseason to get through. I'm going to trust in Dave. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. And Dave... Actually, the entire team got that done. Let's be totally frank there. Stewart was good. But, you know, when you score 10 runs, it's kind of easy to pitch, I think. Oh, shit. You tore your rotator cuff in the game. Oh. Oh, wow. Kenny? Do it for Dave. I don't know who to pitch. Perez is out. Stewart is out. Those are my big game pitchers. Rogers just pitched. It comes down to Bob Welch. I don't think I can watch this game. Oh, God. We're so close to a World Series title. Would I forgive myself if I didn't play it? I think I would, because we're way ahead of schedule. I'm going to close my eyes and click the button. Now, you already know what happened. I haven't opened my eyes yet. Now I'm opening them. Oh! Bob. Oh. There's nothing I could have done to change that. I mean, it wasn't a National League Park. I could have done some, like, double switch trickery. Oh, shit. Took us 2 Game 7s, but I am not at all upset. I'm not even a little bit upset with that season. I mean, let's look at the team. Let's look at the team. A lot of our big guns were not exceptional last year. Chili Davis ended up being because of his defense, but his offense was subpar. Mattingly had a down year. Darryl Strawberry hit a bunch of home runs that didn't do a lot else, which is what he's paid for, but I'd at least like to see more walks. Tim McKercher got his first full season and played okay. Good batting average. No power, but he was useful. Devereaux came in and played acceptably. Vaughn was very good in 100 at-bats. And Pat Lennon was a hero in the playoffs and had another good if not brilliant season. He also led the league in strikeouts from a shortstop. That's not super great. But he wasn't even that great a shortstop. Damn. 40. Ooh. Oh. We're going to see what happens with him. Lennon might be moved off of shortstop in a season or two. McCoy was very disappointing offensively. This is a guy who should be drawing walks and hitting homers with ease, and he's not really doing either all that often. But we traded two of our biggest stars, Vaughn Hayes and Jose Canseco, and ended up better off. But Dave Stewart and Kenny Rogers made this season, and we just lost him for all of next season. If Dave Stewart opts out, I am not signing him. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not signing him. A lot depends on how much he's worth. Let's look at the pitching staff. Rogers had a great season, and no one else had a great season. A lot of decent seasons, but no other great seasons. But damn. Let's go. Let's get the off season done, and then we will end the episode. Whew. Whew. That was a very long and tough season. We're going to have to see what happens in this offseason. There's room for improvement, to be sure. But there's not really a big piece I think we can pick up in free agency, unless it's just a pitcher to replace Dave Stewart. We could improve in the middle infield, maybe. A better third baseman. Not that McKercher can't handle it, but that McKercher's probably not brilliant. Alright, so let's see. Oh, Pasquale opted out too, as did Dave Stewart. This is the easiest decision ever. I'm going to execute the option. Very happy. He wanted me to cut payroll. Well, he wants me to do even better. He wants me to make the playoffs again next year. Find another top prospect. That's going to be challenging. And Eddie Bain retired. Alright, arbitration. We obviously offered Dave Stewart arbitration. I like to just... How much does he want to just stay with the team? A lot of money. I'm not going to re-sign Dave Stewart. I'm going to let someone else take the risk. Pasquale Perez I will try to bring back, because he's a much more reasonable signing, I think. Give me a 3-year deal, and then I would be happy. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'm not signing Dave Stewart. He's having his second Tommy John surgery in 5 seasons. I can't handle him. He gone. Not much interesting here. I would like to sign John Mitchell long term if I could. I'd like a 4-year extension if he'd take it with that much money. Nah, he wants a long-term. He doesn't want a long-term deal. That's fair. I'll just sign him to a 1-year deal so I don't worry about arbitration. Devereaux, I will... Yeah, he can just have a raise. I'm not even going to object to any of these. I think I can do better than Robert, but he's so good defensively. I mean, the more he plays, the worse the team is. I'm just going to let him walk. Surely there's more players that are at least his level of skill. I'm going to do the same thing with Swaggerty. He's never been a top-notch player. I will offer him arbitration, and if he accepts it, great. If he doesn't, I wish him well with his next team. Because I'm not cracking out the checkbook for a player who missed most of the season. Fernando Gonzalez isn't good enough. Instead, I think I'm going to use my free agent savings to try to pick up a new starter. So we'll see what there is. Go up to free agency filings if you would. Oh, I gotta pull people off the DL, don't I? Okay. But let's be clear. Even losing Dave Stewart, we still have a very good rotation. And I look forward to seeing what we can pick up in free agency. Excellent. We got Pasquale. We got Mitchell. Press has been a nice little acquisition for us. I mean, he's been one of the better pitchers in the league every year. So let's go ahead and sim forward up to free agency filings. Did I get Manager of the Year? I hope I got Manager of the Year. That would be pretty sweet. Okay, importing minor league players. Ooh, Manager of the Year. Nice. All right, Gold Glovers, Chili Davis, Dick Schofield. That's to be expected. Manager of the Year, nice. And Cy Young as well. Dave Stewart declines arbitration. That's his choice. Hello, Roger Clemens. Ooh, he's a type A free agent. But our draft pick this year is going to suck. Clemens would be such... Oh, he's also fragile, though. He's never missed a full season, though. Clemens would be a very nice addition to the team. Although Stewart does want less money. I could pick up Valenzuela. All right, Roger Clemens is 70-70. Stewart's is 69-69. But Clemens is younger. That's the big difference. Oh, but Clemens doesn't throw strikes. Do we bring back Dave Stewart? But here's the problem, though. Sir missed all of 1987. He's going to miss all of 1990. Is it worth basically paying him to maybe come back to what he used to be? Or do we go all in on Roger Clemens? Let's do it. I'm going to offer him a deal. I'm hoping that by offering exactly what he wants right away, that maybe he won't dick around with... Because they can have my draft pick. My draft pick is going to be shit this year. And there's no getting around that. Let's look at Hall of Fame voting. Who we got? Luis Aparicio, meh. I will vote for Bobby Grich. And Bill Freehan. Gary Nolan. Damn. That's a lot of war. I'm going to vote for Nolan Ryan purely because he was one of my favorite players as a kid. Maybe Mel Stottlemyre Sr. I mean, there's not a lot here. Oh, Joe Morgan. I almost missed him. Yeah, he's definitely... I bet Morgan and Nolan might be first balloters, but we'll see. Submit. A trade proposal. You give me Jim Olander. No. I'm not even going to talk trade with many people this offseason. Again, people aren't asking for much, but what they're asking for doesn't mesh with what I need. There we go. Roger Clemens. Yeah. I like how we very quickly shifted from we need to rebuild to now's the time to make our move, but that's where we are. He didn't want me to slash payroll again, did he? No, he just wants you to reach the playoffs and find some sort of top prospect. That's going to be challenging, but not impossible. It happened in real life too. Toronto ended up signing Roger Clemens right around this time, I think. Because he was drafted by Boston. You will give me Glenn Hubbard, a nice improvement at second, and a decent reliever. But Mike Devereaux's my starting center fielder right now. Oh, that's amazing. They signed Dave Stewart, so basically we swapped first-round draft picks. I get a first-round draft pick and a supplement. Oh, because they probably had a protected first-rounder. Were the Mets very good this year? Oh, the Mets... Okay, the Mets are pretty good. So we basically just swapped first-round draft picks, which doesn't help either of us, I don't think. I'm not trading Mike Devereaux. It's just not worth it right now. Maybe in a couple of seasons, but not this season. I think basically what we'll do is we'll just sim up to opening day and we'll set the roster and everything next episode. I'm not giving you Canseco for Glenn Hubbard. That's just a bad deal. I don't know, as someone said, and to be fair, I could be working more heavily on these deals. What I'm going to do basically is I'm going to go through this offseason. I'm going to see if we get an increase to our budget since I signed Clemens. But I think we made the right call. Because remember, we automatically win the trade in year one if Clemens pitches one pitch for us. This is a good draft. Very good draft. Tony Clark, Ray Durham, Mike Lieberthal, Rondell White, Kilvio Veras, meh, Carl Everett, Jeremy Burness, Rusty Greer, Jim Thome, Vinny Castilla. There's some good players here, and we're not going to get any of them, but that's fine. In any case, oh, yeah. Yep, we basically moved up one pick, or moved down one pick. And then we get a supplemental first rounder, as do they. So, I mean, it's whatever. Denny Nagel, drafted by the New York Mets. A good choice. Denny Nagel is a fine player. Oh, that's a problem. No wonder. We're only looking at pictures. I kind of like Miguel Batista. We'd pay a little bit over slot for him. but he's a pretty good all-around pitcher. What just happened? Oh, my scout must not like him very much. Yeah, because now you'll notice that's only players are up here. Nope, there's Batista. He's still down there. I mean, none of these players had, like, amazing careers or anything. Some of them were good, but none of them were, like, outstanding. There's Jose Lima. Lima wouldn't be a bad choice, actually. Yeah. I'm sold. I'm drafting Jose Lima. He's a good fit for this late in the first round. He's a better pitcher than Batista because he's got a lot more stamina, and he's already a better pitcher right now. So yeah, I'm going to draft Jose Lima without looking back. That's an easy choice. All right. We could still take Batista if we wanted to. Which is kind of tempting because very few of these players that you see here were in real life truly effective offensive players. Rich Becker was, yeah, they're all going to be pretty highly flawed. Mike Bush is an interesting choice. He's got good power, decent discipline, but he's not going to hit much for contact. And I'd rather have a player that hits for pretty good contact. Miguel Flores is a good, he's actually would be a good Schofield replacement. Or ship Schofield back to third or something. I like the idea of Flores quite a bit, actually. Or Tony Graffanino. Actually, Graffanino is actually even better than Flores because he's got a much more well-rounded offensive skill set. And he plays multiple positions. OSA is a little bit more sour on him than we are, but that's generally true most seasons. The other choice is taking Batista. But I think Graffanino would be a fine choice for us. There we go. If Batista's still around in the second round, I'll take him. He's not. Someone grabbed him. Daniel Farnell is way too obviously flawed. Todd Whitehurst is interesting. Danny Bautista, we can't afford him. Wow, the Aaron Ledesma. Shane Andrews. It's like a who's who is like of mediocre players. Damon Buford. Ray Montgomery. Alright. Let's look at pitchers. Are any names here like leap out at me? Jason Bray was a kind of a mediocre pitcher for a long time. Brian Anderson wouldn't be a terrible choice either. Well, this is the other Brian Anderson, not the lefty, who was actually a lot better. But the righty. Who do you think I should take? You want me to take Daniel Varnell pretty badly. I mean, okay. I don't want to hurt your feelings or anything. Yeah, a lot of the best players are gone already. Let's take a look at batting potential, though. Might be able to find a good stick. Jamie Ogden's a pretty good all-around hitter. Yeah, we'll take him. At least he's got good all-around potential, I mean. Doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be a good player. Stuff potential. I like Brucey Boy here. Let's draft him. I think we'll take Steve Thomas too. He's another good relief type guy. Auto draft until my next pick, and then we'll take a quick look, see if there's any exceptional batting talents left. David Mowry actually has quite a bit to say for himself, potential-wise. And then maybe Don Robinson. Yeah. And I think that'll make it for that'll be a good draft for us. Personal message. Let's negotiate. He even signed for below slot, which is, you know, both good and not so good. And there we are. Everyone should pretty much choose to sign with us. Rule 5 draft. Always a good place to pick up a reliever or two. Trade proposal. Oh, hell no. No. Mo Vaughn is untouchable at this point. Oh, I didn't check my minors, did I, to see who was really good that I might not want to leave. Actually, it turns out I don't care. Yeah, a lot of these players aren't that special. I mean, Tommy Green at least is really good at striking people out. He wouldn't be a terrible player to keep around. I'll put him on the 40-man, but everyone else can do as they see fit. I'm not gonna be angry at him. Hal Morris is pretty much the best guy in this Rule 5 draft. I'll see if no one else grabs him. Do I want him? I could get Kevin Moss. That is sort of intriguing. But no. Do you think I should take anyone? You want me to take Robert Ralston? Who? No. Man, I'm just gonna complete the draft. I'm not gonna draft anyone. There wasn't really anyone that year that really impressed me. So what we'll do is we'll sum up to opening day, and then we will save the actual opening day roster setting stuff for next episode. I don't need a shortstop that badly. I'm not opposed to trading Jose Canseco. I just don't think anyone that you're offering me is worth it. Oh, Joe Stride finished 3rd in home runs. Nice. Nobody made it. I figured Joe Morgan had a clear path in. Well, we'll see what happens next year then. Nope. Right now I'm waiting to see if, once preseason starts, if we get a bonus from the owner. If he'll give me like another $1 million or 2 to maybe try to pick up some good 1-year deals. Oh, I forgot about Dave Stuber. I didn't remember that he was up for free agency. Well, hope he enjoys Baltimore. let's see. Oh, I didn't check actually first to see if he increased my budget. Nope. He gave me the same budget. So I've got about $1 million for a free agent. As long as it's only a 1-year deal, I'd be okay with spending a bit. Like Steve Bedrosian would be a nice addition. Who do I currently have him playing first? Oh, I have Mattingly playing first. I could move Mattingly to left field. I mean, Cecil Fielder for this price is actually a pretty good deal. And how long do you want? Not a very long contract. But the thing is, I don't have anywhere to put him. Paul Austenmacher is an obvious choice. I'm going to go ahead and make that deal. I'll bring him in as a reliever. I think that's sufficient. Alright, here's Kelly Gruber. But no, I know Schofield's not the best hitter, but he's so good defensively that I think he makes up for it. A personal message. Paul Austenmacher is going to sign with Toronto. Thank you very much. So what we'll do is we'll sim up to opening day, and then we will proceed accordingly. Trade proposal. A bad center fielder for a not great starter. Nope. Oh, Prince Fielder signed with Detroit. Or not Prince Fielder, sorry. Cecil Fielder. Anyone that I would like to give a shot to in spring training? Not really. I think the people who are going to get a shot already are more than sufficient. How much longer is Chili's contract? I've got one more team option on him. Yeah, this lineup, this team bars is getting expensive to keep together. And then there's Kenny Rogers. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get you for a 5-year deal. I'm gonna try to get you to go a little bit cheaper here. A little cheaper here. A little more here. Up to $2 million here. We'll say 2.4. And then I'll put you up to $3 million in the last year if you sign this deal now. Oops. I know I could just change it, but I'm lazy. Would you take this deal? No. He wants a lot of money just for next year. I'd even give you this deal if you save me $1 million in each of the first 2 years. Nope. But his price is coming down now, actually. Would you take 1.3? No. 1.4? No. 1.5? No. We'll talk later on in the season. I might try to find a way to clear some payroll. I don't know how, though. Could I lock down John Mitchell? Like maybe shave off a couple hundred here, add a couple hundred here. Okay. Done. That'll save me a little bit of money that I can put toward Kenny Rogers. The good/bad news is I now have a consistent payroll for the next several seasons, and no one obvious is going to be leaving soon. Except Chili. And I'd like to try to lock him down if I can. But he wants to get real super paid, and I probably can't afford that. So we'll think about what to do with Chili Davis. Can I get Schofield to lock himself down a bit? I don't have enough money for an extension. Well, we can talk about that at the end of the season. Let's go ahead and let the AI set up all the things here. There we go. We can go ahead and do a 5-man rotation again. I think that's reasonable. Here we go. This episode feels like it's gone really, really long. Like, really long. There we go. We've got our closer locked up for the next several seasons. We need a bigger budget, and I don't see an easy way to solve that. That'll be something we'll have to deal with, I think, over the course of the season. Like, as much as I love Chili Davis, and as much as he's kind of almost become like the identity of the team since I took over, because he was my very first draft pick. Oh no, not Sal Campusano. We're going to make the team anyway, but I guess it's kind of mean to tell him that. Yeah, it's okay, Sil. You weren't going to make the team. He's probably going to, like, cry himself to sleep or something. If this episode is as close to 2 hours as I think it is, I might actually not post a second episode this week. Because it feels like this episode might be around 2 hours long. But we'll see afterwards. And I'll post something on Twitter if I decide I'm only going to post one video. Just because the whole point of doing this was to downcycle. And if I'm putting up like two 2-hour episodes, that's a bit much. So we'll see what happens. Anyone really, like, stand out in spring training? Not really. William Jester a little bit. Okay. And so that'll end this episode. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Almost World Series champions. The problem is I don't know that this team has improved enough. Because Roger Clemens is younger than Dave Stewart. And the fact he's not already out for the entire season speaks volumes to his ability. So that's a positive. We'll also get a full season of Mo Vaughn, which I'm looking forward to. At some point during the season, we're probably going to try to trade Chili Davis. Just because I can't afford to pay him. Even though he's been ridiculously good for us. It makes me sad that we have to trade him, but we do have to trade him. Either that or just find some sort of way to really shoot our budget up. But yeah, we don't have a lot of players on this roster. And we picked up some good draft picks. I think Jose Lima and Tony Graffanina will both contribute positively to the team. Maybe even make an all-star team or two, but that's a while down the road. And a lot of our prospect depth is already gone. We still have Nieves. He could be something special. Darren Beer is probably ticketed for the majors in the not-too-distant future. Because he's a very good reliever. But will Perez be ready for opening day? He is not. Let's actually do that the last thing. Let's quickly find any injuries and just... Yeah, I'm slightly regretting re-signing Perez to the deal that I did. But I've only got him for one more season. So... He's another one that keeps blowing out his arm. Actually, no, I take that back. He'd pitched 5 straight years of 30 or more starts. I think maybe he's just getting old and his arm just quit. Which is, I guess it's fine-ish. But it does mean we don't have quite the advantage in the rotation that we did last year. So we're going to have some decisions to make on that. But that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, please remember to like and subscribe and comment down below. I think this may be the only episode I put up this week for Out of the Park Baseball 19. Because I think this has been about 2 hours long. And yeah, I think that's a pretty hefty chunk of time. Do let me know down in the comments what you think of the length of this episode, and if you want me to just go back to the old format where we basically play one season a week. Just broke it up into 2 parts. I'm curious to see what people think about that. We'll see what happens next season, though. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, this has been Indian, and I bid you good day.